Hi everybody, in this video we'll be making another type of Pong game with using my own type of code. This Pong game is called the two-player Pong game. So what you have to do and how this works, you might be wondering how this thing works. So it's really easy to play this. So yeah, this is the game. So you might be wondering how this works. That's a little demo on how it's going to look like. Your game is going to look something like this. And so you might be wondering how are we supposed to do a two-player Pong game. So a two-player Pong game is, I just set this up. So there'll be one person who is using a mouse pad, and there'll be another person who's using computer error. So you need to be on a computer to order to make this thing work. Like most of the time, that's really the case. And yeah, computer errors. What I mean by computer errors are the things on the bottom right of your keyboard. So let's just get started. So this is your thing. So you need a ball. Right here. You need paddle. Paddle. Wait, what am I doing? Paddle 2. So this is paddle 1. Paddle 1 goes here. And then this is paddle 2. Let's rename these so we don't get confused. I'm not going to name this paddle. I'm going to name the player. You know, I think paddle is fine. Yeah, paddle and paddle 1. And then the next thing off the agenda is making our lines. So for this, we have to make a line. Remember, if you watch my normal Pong game, you would have realized that there was a line right below here. So we have to make a spirit, and then we're gonna make our line right below here. I'm gonna make a black and red line. You can adjust that. Don't worry. You can just like adjust that thing. Okay. Now I'm gonna move this thing up below. Okay. That's it. That's it. This might be a little tricky, so if I were you, I would pause the video and do it. This is taking a long time. Okay. And now this is called the black line. We need one more line on top. This is going to be called the red line. And change up the color a little bit. Are you kidding me? So just yeah. Wow, that's a nice Let's just separate these two. I'm not using these two lines. So what you can do is, since if you can adjust it from here also. So I'm gonna make this about right about here. This one also right about here. Okay, that should be good enough. It doesn't have to be too perfect. This is the red line. Now next we have to get our scores. This is player 1, player 1 score. This is 1. Take this, take 2. So, okay, I hope that is clear. So this is player 2. I'm gonna move that way back here. You can change your score settings if you want. Okay, now we have everything that we need. Now it's time to code this. So let's start with paddle 1. What do we have to do with paddle 1? One click. Now we have to do a set x 2 2. So you might have recognized some of this code. This is kind of like the beginning Pong game. I've done two Pong games so far. This is my third Pong game. So if you haven't checked them out, I would highly recommend. So for this Pong game, you need to have someone with you to play this. And yeah. Okay, so now change when click. So we'll be doing the left arrow and right arrow for paddle 2. Left arrow, and this is right arrow. And now we're gonna do change x by this is gonna be the reason why is because when you're going on your left side it's a negative and right side is positive, which is why I assigned this as -10 and -10. Don't mess this around, okay? So because of that, you get this and you have your thing go. Yeah. Yeah, so you have that. And now we have to do the ball. So the lines don't have any sort of code. So which is the thing, we don't have any code with the line. So let's do the ball now. So there's a heck a lot of code down here. So now, so this is the first part I think of the code. I'm gonna scroll all the way up because we're gonna do a lot of coding here. And click forever. An if statement, we're gonna get an if statement out. Touching blue line. Not blue line, but we have black line. In this example, I did blue line. So based on what color line you have to assign it to that. Got that? And then change set and set. So black line. So player then set player. If touching black line. Oh, so never mind. Touching player one. And I'm gonna duplicate this. Put that there. Run the same thing. Okay. So what happens now is that if the ball touches the red line, if the ball touches the red line, we get 0 points. And actually, let's switch this around. We had to switch this around. Darn it. So you have to be really careful. Like, make sure to check your work when you're doing this because it can get kind of confusing. Sometimes your statement doesn't make sense. So now, next we have to. This is the next part. Okay, so now touching. Player one, if touching player one. So instead of player one, I'm using paddle instead. Pick random. Okay, so let's see if I can. Okay, it's that. Pick random. So the pick random is something that is in the operation. It's pick random to 170 to 190 people. And then because of that, so what we're doing is we're changing the direction of the ball. And then Now we have to, yeah, we have to duplicate this thing. No, there's something else, I think. Move 15 steps, yes. This is 15 steps. Then wait 0.5 seconds. Okay, now I'm gonna duplicate this again to make this faster. So I'm just gonna, yeah, right there. And now I'm gonna change this around. If touching, yeah, if touching paddle, instead of paddle 1, paddle 2, these, yeah, so you have to do this 2 times. You can just right click and you can just duplicate it if you want. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because to make this quicker, instead of doing it step by step. Okay, now it's time where we add details to the ball. Pointing direction. No. Change color effect by 5. I'm gonna do by 5 actually. So this part is optional, the change color. If you want your ball to change color, that's your choice. But I want my ball to change colors to make it look better, because I don't want to see a plain ball. Just to add a little bit of interest to someone. If you want to show this to someone, if you want edge bounce, yeah. If you don't have this, you can't make a game. Okay, see, because of that, you should have got this. Okay, so now. Yeah, so you could have got this for now. Like that, okay? So now, let's check if there's anything else we have to do before it is done. Yes, this part, right here, is the last. This is the part where I use, so... This is like a... Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else there. If you want, let's change our background now. That's our finest part. Galaxy. So yes, my brother is recommending we should do Galaxy. Let's do Galaxy then. You can, this is optional. Where's Galaxy even? No, I'm gonna say Galaxy. Yep. I feel like Galaxy suits the best. Just that the black line's in the way, but it's fine. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked this video, you can please subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.